Let's talk a little bit about mental stress. The problem with most of us is that we think that I have to plan every single thing, and everything that happens to me is either random, where I have no control, and we believe in this concept called luck, good luck, which actually has no meaning because luck implies randomness. One of the causes of stress is in our strong faith in randomness. So if you think that everything is random, our feeling is that you don't know what's going to happen, and because of that, anything can happen anytime. So that creates a fear in us. There's a fear that no matter how hard I work, no matter how much I prepare myself for a specific task, if this so-called luck is not on my side, then things can go haywire. And because of that, that stresses me out. The fact of the matter is that there is no such thing as luck, actually. Good fortune, yes. Good luck, no. Because good fortune is different from good luck in the sense it doesn't depend upon randomness. In the Vedic Sampradaya, we never actually believe in anything happening without His will. There's even a saying that says that not even a blade of grass can move without His will. So if that is the case, then how can big events in my life just happen? That doesn't make any sense at all. So let's look at that mental stress a little bit and see what is it that is causing that. Well, in the first place, if you look at anything that has to be successful, for me, it requires three types of energy. The first one is what we refer to as Ichha Shakti. The second one is what is referred to as Jnana Shakti. And the third one we refer to as Kriya Shakti. Ichha Shakti is not just wanting something. It's more than wanting. Ichha is not just my desire for something, but it has to be combined with a very, very strong determination that until I see the end of this task, I'm not going to stop. So that commitment, so Ichha is not just a desire, but it's a desire combined with a very, very strong commitment to the outcome. My belief and faith in that outcome is actually what is going to give me this determination and willpower. So let us assume we have that. The second thing is that we need the knowledge to do whatever has to be done. Oftentimes, we don't want to accept that I don't know something. Our assumption always is that I know everything. Well, the fact of the matter is nobody knows everything. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter whether it's you or me. None of us know everything. So one of the things that's very, very important is that in a given task, it's very important for us to basically look at all the different pieces of knowledge that is required to make this thing happen. And I have to look at myself in a clinical way and say, what pieces of knowledge do I actually have? And what are these missing pieces? So once I recognize that there is this missing pieces, and there's nothing wrong if I go to somebody who's an expert in a particular field and say, hey, this particular thing I don't know, you're not going to lose anything. People are not going to lose any respect for you or anything like that. Matter of fact, they're going to respect you more because you're admitting that there is something that you actually don't know, and there is another person who actually knows something about it, right? So it's extremely important that this Jnana Shakti should come into play in anything that we do. So set aside the ego and then look at every single little piece of knowledge that is missing. Go to those people, either learn from them or request them to come and contribute to this particular task. Overall, in our Sampradaya, we always say prayer to all our teachers, to our gurus. Because over a period of time, starting from the time we are little children, there are so many people who have taught us so many things. So the knowledge base that we have is actually a combination of all this. So obviously you have to say a little, show our respects to this body that we refer to as Gurutva, that It's a concept made up of a lot of people who have taught us so many things. But there's a third one that's perhaps the most important one, which is what we refer to as Kriya Shakti. Kriya Shakti, this is where the luck comes into play, because Kriya Shakti is enabling energy. So if things have to happen, things have to fall into place, so to speak. So why will something fall into place? Will they randomly fall, or is there something much bigger than that? And my answer is yes, there is. So we need to have a faith in an entity which I refer to as universal intelligence. So we have to believe that in this universe there is an entity that knows everything, remembers everything, Sarvajna as we call it. So there is this entity that knows everything, and every little thing that happens to us, that Kriya Shakti has to come from that universal intelligence or that infinite being. Now, if I want to attract that type of energy, what do I have to do? Well, the thing is that if whatever I'm trying to do, if I'm the only beneficiary of that, the amount of energy, creative energy that you get, Kriya Shakti that you get, is very small. On the other hand, if whatever I do, let's say 100 people or 1,000 people are going to benefit from what I'm doing, because there are so many people, thousands of people who are going to be affected by this, what happens is the amount of Kriya Shakti that comes in to this particular effort gets multiplied 1,000-fold. So the best way I can make sure that I don't get stressed out by this luck concept is to make sure that I'll say it one more time. One is Ichcha, to make sure that I have good Ichcha. Secondly, put aside your ego. Look very carefully at the body of knowledge that is required, the Jnana Shakti, the number of things that I need to know to make this happen. Those things that we don't know, admit that we don't know, find out where it is and get that. And also, we always start off with a prayer to all our gurus for giving us that energy. And thirdly, Kriya Shakti makes sure that the number of beneficiaries coming out of this thing is larger the better. And that is how you actually can make sure that most of the things that we do are successful. And when they become successful, obviously there is going to be less stress in your life.